Hi there and welcome back to Scrap and Mechanic. As you can see, we are in the medieval city again, and this time there's a lot of new buildings and a big progress I made in the city. So you can see it's already more like a city. So let me actually start with the big castle, where I also made some updates. So you can see now there is two moving flags. I also added these trees. They are made by Moonbow. You can check his channel, I'll put here on the screen link to him. So let me go around and I'll show what's new and what's updated. Also you can see I'm using new skybox mode, yeah, but there's also this brown kinda shadow. Yeah, it's from the Dwarf's Apocalypse mode. I only took the Fog's color mode, which like adds this brownish color to the city. The only downside is that the house with the painted glasses are like a black. You can see here in the distance. So let me first show around. If you hadn't seen the first and second episode, I really suggest you check them out, because I check the castle and then the city in details. In this episode I'll just check new areas in detail. So let me just go around, and you can see I added these trees behind the whole city, so it looks like it's some kind of city and not just the buildings put it next to each other. Yeah, these trees are actually really awesome. They put it all the way around. So first off, let's start from here. First off, what you can see is that the city is a lot smaller now. Before there was this whole big empty area, which didn't look good, because if you check pictures and videos of the medieval, usually houses are really close to each other, and then actually the roads is as narrow as just to get two or one horse next to each other, like this wide. But for me, to not cause lags, I had to make at least this wide. So actually, let me show how I managed to do it, because if you remember, these all buildings was on the ground attached around here. As you can see, they are still on the ground. I can't pick it up with the lift. They are really on the ground. Same as this one. This whole row I detached from the ground. Yeah, you heard correctly. You can detach from the ground any building you have built. Even this one I will show in a second how you can do it. I saw it from one YouTube channel, Brent something. I'll put his name here on the screen. Brent or Brandt Bench or something. He found out this glitch how you can detach any structure from the ground. So you can say it, for example, you make on the ground, then just say it on the lift. So yeah, as you can see, the city is now a lot smaller. I moved all these houses, yeah, and this monument as well. So let me just go around this side and I'll show how. So here's the toilet. All these buildings is the same, and what I really did cool thing is that as you can see, these two buildings have slightly different color, and it's not in the color menu. Yeah, basically to make it look different, but the same building I saved on the lift, and in the blueprint just changed color to some brownish and dark color, so it fits the theme, because only this white and this yellowish, no, but bright yellow color is in the palette, which is actually usable in the medieval city, because all other colors are just too bright. And actually, if you didn't saw, with the R key you can like reload the paint gun. I recently found out and I thought it's really cool, so let's hide it. Good. So, and here is something really, these two are new buildings which I'm really proud of. So I'll start with this one, and I guess you can already see from the outside what it is. I'll just go around and you can guess what it is. So here's some stove with the fire inside. Here's swords. Well, yeah, this is the armory. I guess you already figured it out. And I really like these new signs now, but these new pipes with which I can make these signs. They look like in all the Western movies or just in medievals. And there was some other signs. Yeah, here was the first attempt. Do not enter. yeah, I thought it looks really awesome. As you can see, the well, I also moved around. So let me show around this one. Yeah, and see behind these trees, and it really looks like a city now because it's full. Like now you watch and there's nothing which looks like there's just plain houses. So here is the outside. Let me show in detail. So as you saw, there is the fire. Here is this metal thingy, which usually they heat up the sword, and then with the hammer hits on this. They had special word for it. I already forgot. Yeah, before this episode I checked how it's called. I already forgot. So here is the stove where you heat up the metal. You can see here's already bar which heats up. Here is 3 swords. So they look decent. And these are the holders. For example, when you finish up, you can here put on the stand and just show and sell. And I really like this roof, how it looks like that it's 2 layer. This one and then this smaller one. And here is the inside. And also I really like this stairway. So, and the roof. It's actually in the angle. Yeah, I used a lot of details in this build. So, and inside, if I can get in. So, and here is the armory. You can see it looks awesome, and I really like these curtains. Yeah, if Komodo Gaming is watching this video, you can see what I mean with the curtains as wires. They look actually really awesome. I saw you didn't had idea what to use as curtains. So yeah, here is more swords, and I really like. Oh, here's something really cool. See the chair I made from the pipes. I guess it looks awesome. Yeah, at least finally you can start make like a furniture in the other house, more furniture. And I really like this sword. I guess they also have different name, but I will call it sword. Here is the armory, with which you block like a. They also have word, which I already forget, like everything else. So here's top of the stove, and here's a chimney and some bed. So yeah, I really like this build, and I like even better this build because look to the windows, looks so awesome. Yeah, these are trees, and this is the outside. If you want, I can put all these houses on the Steam Workshop. Some of them already are, but some not. For example, this one I can just detach at any moment from the ground. So let's go to this one. This is also really awesome. You can see I also added this garden benches from the wood. I really like this porch. Here we can just walk out, and here you're supposed to attach horses, but they were supposed to be outside. Yeah, I don't know why I put it inside. They should be outside. So let's first go in the basement, because this is like a living house for 2 or 3 people. Depends how friendly you are, because the inside is quite small. So yeah, here is the basement. So here is the beer barrels. You can just open up and get some beer. Here is the hatch to go even deeper in the basement, where you put all the potatoes and so on. So, and here is the storage. Here is some cucumbers, some box with something, and a lot of those wood crates, because that's the only item which is like a medieval themed object. And these windows, did you see how awesome they look? Yeah, they are these. Where is this one? Duck holder. So yeah, I put these duck holders and painted. They look really awesome. And here just the place where you put hay for the horses, so they don't go all the way around the room. So you just put behind this wall. So, and here's also a chair, and this is just the storage, like I said. And these doors doesn't work. Let me show this one. As you can see, there's no bearings. It's just for the looks, because they were too bulky, and if I would make it close and open, I would need the switch, and yeah, it really hard to make something work and hide the switch, because the switch ruins the atmosphere that it's medieval and looks like some modern house. So yeah, I didn't use any switches and left them open. I can see in the background there's a little church as well, with the moving bell, which also looks awesome. which I'll show in a second. So let's go up in the living quarters. Quarters. So yeah, here is the more windows, and this room, I really like this room. So it's really full of furniture. So there's a closet. Here these awesome windows, I really like them. And also this bed, it looks really awesome. This is on the Steam workshop I added. Here's new object, which is pillow, and I really like this wall. That's the first thing when you go in, you're like, whoa, yeah, that's cool wall. Yeah, these chairs is also on the Steam workshop, so if you need them, you can use in your build. Just add some credit, or if you use them, just say that where you got it, just like I said, where I got the trees from Moonbo. So yeah, thank you Moonbo for making these awesome trees. They look really awesome, and I couldn't be bothered to make my own. So, and let's check the other side. Oh, and there's more beds. Yeah, these are so awesome. When I made this chair, I decided, let's try to make this bed. Why not? That looks so awesome. Oh, and in the real big castle, there is these prison cells, and I put these prison beds in it as well. Just remove these mattresses. I guess they look awesome, yeah. That's why I said that there can be 2 or 3 people, depends how friendly you are. Because here in the rooms you can just walk through. So yeah, and here is the second room. Of course, ducks. Here's 2 more chairs, awesome windows, and the bed. I really like the bed and the windows, and this whole building is actually really awesome. And also, I didn't use the doors because they will be too bulky, and I will need to hide the switch, and it's really annoying. So yeah, here is the outside. Yeah, this whole city looks so alive now. And I really like this brown fog thingy. Yeah, I guess Durf managed to find where you can change color of the fog, because before it was like a bright red blue, and now it's this brown. I guess you can even change the volume of the fog. I'm not sure if in the file Charter replaced it or some other, but in the Apocalypse mode he made, there's a lot thicker fog. So, and the last thing is this. Oh, there's 2 more things I already forgot. Yeah, I also added this part here. Yeah, this episode will be kinda longer than usual because there's lots of progress in the city. So yeah, this is the park, which also is inspired from the medieval, and you can see I also use garden benches, and here is a nice fountain, and also moonboss trees. Yeah, I used so many people ideas and things that really hard to remember all of it. So yeah, here is the park, which looks awesome. I really like these walkways here, and the grass. Yeah, I used this green colored grass and added these small details, so it's like a breaking this whole scene, and it's not just a flat green. So yeah, here's trees, here's more benches. Yeah, I really like this place. Alright, and let's go to the last creation for this episode, which is this church. So you can see it from the, let's first show from the outside. So yeah, the bell is the best part. Yeah, at start I just went on Google and searched for medieval skyline, and the first picture which came out was churches with these towers and bells at the top. Because usually churches have these bells at the top, and even added this cross at the top. So yeah, here is the outside. Let me just show around. Inside is also awesome. So yeah, more trees. Let me just go around, and it looks awesome as well. It looks like a real church, and I really like this fence around. I really had to count how many blocks I need to make wide so it fits, and the hole doesn't end like here. Yeah, so this is the outside in the city, and let's just go inside. So yeah, this is the church. I guess you can smell it. So yeah, it's really awesome. So here is the front part where you can just get on your knees and do your stuff. I don't know what people do at these pillows, but I just saw that they do something at them. So here is a place where priest is talking. Yeah, I had some small church in the castle itself, but I decided to make this bigger one. So yeah, here is the place where the Pope is talking. Pope or priest. So yeah, as you can see in the top, I really like this light and the candles. Yeah, this is supposed to be a place where they, because in medieval there wasn't electricity and there was only this light. No, but the candles made light. So yeah, and usually churches have like a high ceilings and then the lights goes really low. So let's go to this room, and this is where you tell all your sins to the priest, who sits here, and he either forgive you or sends you to the hell. Yeah, and here is the place where you can just sit down, relax and enjoy. Yeah, here you can talk with priest, and even here I use this duck. What was the name of them? Let me see. Duct holder, yeah, in these duck holders. I bet you already saw without me seeing what they are. So yeah, when you tell all your sins, you already go to the heaven, and here stairs to the heaven. Yeah, let's go to the heaven. So yeah, here is the stairs to the top. Oh, I thought I don't have some blocks, but this is the pillar where the lights attaches. So yeah, here we go. Can we go higher? Here is some nice window, and at the top here is the bell which moves, and as like I said, I don't have where to put modern switches, so to hide it I just put it inside the bell, and you really have to look inside to see the switch. So of course it's really hard to turn it off. Well, of course I managed to turn it off in the first time, but when I needed to turn it off before, it was really tricky to catch the switch. So yeah, this is the church. Oh, and here is the roof, and which is something really cool is that in the last updates of Scrap Mechanic, they added the bearings a lot stiffer. So I don't want to show, but basically here's only one bearing somewhere here and holds this whole roof, because usually they were like sagging in, as you can see, but now the gap like here at the bearings is the same as at the end here. So yeah, it doesn't sag in, and you will say, oh, but it's holding on these walls here. It doesn't. This wall doesn't hold the ceiling, because I started with the roof and then added the walls, and it was just holding on its own. Let me show how you can detach anything from the ground. So let's build some houses, so you'll see that it's really at the ground. So where's some small house? Where's some small house? Let's say this one, because it doesn't have any bearings and it won't crash. So as you can see, now I can pick on the lifted, and let's attach it to the ground. So usually you will do like this: you take it and put on the welding tool, and let's just go here. And usually when you will do like this, you'll be doomed until you cut the ground floor of this building. But now with this teleporter made by, let's see, yeah, I'll put his name on the screen. So Brent Batch, yeah, here you can check his YouTube channel as well. So yeah, he made this awesome teleporter which lets you detach anything from the ground, like literally anything. I could detach this whole castle if I want. So yeah, as you can see, I can pick it up with the lift, so it's really at the ground. So what you have to do, what I really suggest you to do, is first make a platform. Let's add the one block here. Well, you can use 2 blocks anyways. So yeah, add some platform on which you will add the seat, so you don't fall off, because you'll fly up in the air. So attach the seat and now pick up this teleporter. It's just the wood with the bearings. It doesn't have any controllers, just the suspension, so you can attach it through the ground. So you just take it. Let's take from this side, and when you weld it, so you can see you can weld it, and it's really important you weld at the last closest to the ground block. So when you weld it, you want to jump on the seat and take a seat as quick as you can, because you'll see what happens. So I'll attach, take a seat, and wait for, don't do anything, just wait, and the creation appears up in there. Well, it not just yet. So, and I added this platform so you can get off the seat. You can see the seat is invisible, so you need to get out the seat and just add any block. So you can just add here, you can see, and now the creation is off the ground. Yeah, and it detached, so you can see again, I can just easily pick it on the lift. So let's just delete this block off. As you can see, it's again house on the lift, which was house on the ground. And here is the teleporter. So yeah, basically you attach here, and then let's attach one more time to the ground, and I'll show one more time. So you weld this one here. You can see it's fully on the ground. You can pick it up, you can do nothing. Hit this also on the ground. You can even put the lift, because you couldn't put on the lift if it wouldn't be at the ground. So again, just add the block here, weld it at the last block which is close to the ground, because if you attach like a here, it won't work, because these woods like are stuck in the ground already. So you just attach at the last, and then you get in the seat. So again, attach and get in the seat. And this time I'll show a little bit different, so you can see what really happens. So when you detach, you can see here is the seat, and there's the ground just invisible, and the real house is here on the ground, but you can walk just through it. It doesn't exist there because collision is here. So you can even delete one block, and now as you can see, it's visible here, and it doesn't fall down. So you can even make like a house up in there, because if I delete anything behind the suspension, this thing won't fall down. It will start fall down only when I delete this one small piece, or I just add some object here. So yeah, this is what happens, and that's how you need to take a seat. Otherwise this creation will go this high, and you'll need to make some kind of tower, which takes a lot of time to get here, and then detach this small point. And now when I detach this one, you can see it's all falling down. Whoa! And it's off the ground again. Yeah, this is super useful if you have some buildings or something what you want to move onto the other map. So yeah, this is really useful, and it was really useful for me when I was moving moving this whole city to the side. Yeah, these 4 or 5 buildings I moved with this glitch is actually really awesome. You can see it's in the Steam Workshop with a name. Let's see how it's called. It's called just Teleporter. It's made by Brent Batch. Yeah, it's really useful. Alright, I guess that's all for this episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!